Hello, good afternoon, and welcome. I am going to talk about a phantom that I seen on the job. I worked outside of a room that was closed in. I was told to help a girl. She wore a respirator mask on her face, and I was given a dust mask. These were chemicals that are sprayed on a globe that hangs on street lights. I went in for the first time, and I smelled the toxic fumes, and I said this is not enough for me to protect my health. I stayed out as much as I could. On this particular day, I went in to help out with the globes coming through the warmers, and I looked up from my work area into the corner where um, another person worked, and they used the same spray, but the machine sprayed it instead of a handheld sprayer. I saw a tall man. He looked like he was almost 7 foot tall. He was at least about six, uh, 6'9" or 6'8". Massive in size. He had a dust mask on his face, and he looked directly at me. I seen his face. I even seen his eyes looking at me. I stood and I stared at him. My mind was saying, "Oh, where did this man come from? You know, am I looking at a ghost?" And and with like a blink of an eye, he was gone. And I took it as a message that I needed to get my butt out of that room, because I had noticed by me wearing that dust mask that I was having difficulty remembering stuff frequently after just that little time being in there. And the girl that I worked with, she had came out and said, "Why don't you help me spray?" I told her, I said, "They don't pay me to spray. I don't even have the right equipment to get in your position and spray." But regardless, later on when I seen her, I pulled her to the side and I said, "I seen this big, tall man, my complexion, standing behind the other similar line in the corner in the room. The room is not bright. It was kind of sort of dim." And I told her he had on a dust mask, and he was looking at me, and I pointed to the area that he was standing, and she looked at me like, um, but she never said anything. She was like, "We got ghosts?" She never said anything. I don't even think she believed me after a point. But regardless, I wasn't there much longer after that. I don't know whether she went to the supervisor and told the supervisor or what. But that's what I was saying. A big tall man wearing a t-shirt. I couldn't see below. I couldn't see below his waist. But he didn't look like he was mean or nothing like that. He looked friendly. He looked directly in my face, and I looked directly at him. And just like that, he was gone. At the same workplace, I and one of I consider a friend. I went on break. He was outside. He was actually late going back in. We struck up a conversation, and he was telling me about some things that he had seen while hunting. And on another day, I'll talk about that. Um, I went home. Oh, well, he left me out there. It was nighttime because I had to work from 7 in the afternoon to 7 in the morning. So it's good and late at night. And everything creeped me out when I'm outside in the dark. But it's a dim lighting on the patio. And there's a barrier on each side. So they would have to catch a bar and climb up to get to me. But still, I had watched. One day I even seen a fox stroll by. I went home that morning, took a shower. Anyway, I went to bed and sleep until it's time, before time to go back to work. And as I was sleeping, I saw in my dream or my vision the tree line from the night before. It was small pine trees, cedar trees on the side of that building, nighttime, and a tall, slim figure standing really close to the trees looking towards the patio. And I was like, wow, what was that about? So I figured that if anytime I need to go out and smoke, I should stay closer to the doors. Because we had farbs, you had to scan the farb and the door will unlock. So I figured if I was in a hearing, I need to be closer to that door just in case. It was definitely a warning sign that I needed to be more cautious going outside at night, taking my break. It wasn't that many people on the job, just a few people. And that's not all. A lot of stuff happened at that job. Alright, thanks for watching. And I hope you tune in to my next video. Enjoy your night.